The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jets and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, and here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters, and of course the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that week one roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories, and they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career, but they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And we're off from MetLife. Has this at the 6. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by the University of Cincinnati alum, drafted back in 2022, Desmond Ridder.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on. Unlock right. Bronco switch.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, roll.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They send a tight end in motion. They run once more with Spears. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Shakir with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's going to try to drop. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
He picks up 28 on the play, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. And with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down run from Achane. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's the throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's second down. Now as we get a chance to look at their picks from this year's draft, Brock, we see a lot of names that are set up to help this team, both this year as rookies and down. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, New York! The Giants need only one to take the lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Trying to work quickly now. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie things up at 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you overtry.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Jets get it back and are going to be set up at the 44. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He tucks it and takes off. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. He's dropping back to throw. Getting out to his left. Pass is caught at the 9. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming up. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage. From
the 32. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 20 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Ready?
Trying again following the sack. This ball's caught by Spears. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now Ritter. Has it at the 7. And that's a New York touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Roll! Alert! Reload!
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take the lead on that successful kick. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Full extension, and he brings it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. From the red zone now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. 8-chain on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting block.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Jets take a second quarter lead. Devon 8-chain with the touchdown. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They've got first down from the 31. Ritter to throw. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running back, motioning right. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Go! Set, go!
Throwing here, Ritter. He finds Johnson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set up! Set go!
Ritter. Throwing the out route complete. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for the Giants. First
There we
down.
go, set! Let go!
Slot man motioned over.
Yard line.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Giants take a slim 2-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Jets and a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They're going play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Jets.
Ready, ready! Here we go, here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now! Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead just before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Jets jump in front now by 5. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Ready! Bring it! Hut!
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Giants using their first timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hut, hut!
Running back sent in motion left.
Hut!
From the 37. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Give him 3 on that game. And the Giants will have a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. He's back to throw. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So, sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on first down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Here's Achan up the middle. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 21. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Working inside the red zone. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. He's got it over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Throwing now off play action. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Giants have it as he records the first interception of his young career. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10. Here we go. At the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Neighbors. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Giants. First down. First and 10.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From just shy of midfield on second down. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
From the gun on third down. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. The Jets, and this... They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
A-Chain again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Throwing from the gun here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. From midfield now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Just one quarter. New set of downs for him at the 38. A-Chan, a first down carry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with A-Chain. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Throw left side, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push the lead up to 12.
Giants 28.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. Set, go. Set up.
To throw here on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 47-yard line.
Let go.
Another try following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here we go.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come, 19. Set, go.
Looking for a throw here. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to number 87.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. He'll throw it yet again. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Reed Blankenship.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Connection made to Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now. Go.
They're throwing it. He's on the move. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The Giants using their first timeout. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here he is to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on fourth. That's completed right side. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Giants trim the deficit down to 5. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They're out and set, first and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. That one right down the middle. And the Jets push the lead up to 12.
Giants 35.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
He'll throw it toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now looking to throw. Brought in right side. A lot of mess on the move here. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Giants trim the deficit down to 5.
Giants 42.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, start with 1st and goal.
Go.
Setting up to pass. Cut near the goal line. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets push the lead up to 12.
Giants 42.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So the win goes to the Jets. And this victory is